Demolish that makes the warrior immune to movement forces during the channel. Okay. Practice strikes now affects slam. I don't remember what practice strikes is. Mountain thing, thunder blast damage. I feel like this stuff doesn't matter yet. Developers notes, since Dragonflight, all 3 warrior specs have been overloaded with cooldowns, most of which come from the class tree. The warrior class tree is also focused far more on damage dealing and survival than offering interesting choices and new utility warriors can bring to groups. Taking a fresh look at the warrior class tree in midnight. Duration of your shouts is increased by 20%. Does that mean rally or just battle shout or interesting? Talent, blood and thunder, thunderclap. Okay. Wait, is death strike mastery for arms? New talent, retaliation. When you take any damage from an enemy within melee range, you have a chance to strike that enemy for physical damage. Holy with battlefield commanders just in the regular tree now. It's not a PvP talent anymore. Holy shit. Holy. Anger management, for 20 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on C-Smash Wreck avatar. New arms and fury talent, interpose. Run at a high speed towards a target location near allies, taking 30% of all damage dealt to allies within 3 yards for 8 seconds. What the Nah, this is sick. New arms and fury talent, Ren, lash out with your weapon, striking all targets within 8 yards for physical damage and wounding them for additional What the interpose is so cool because you get intervene but you take their damage, so like versus casters you get some sick shit because like for example intervene is worthless as fucking a mage lock, but now imagine you could just interpose your teammate. Barbaric training now increases damage out by 20% and critical damage 10% for slam, whirlwind and thunderclap. Oh shit, I really hoped spear would be gone. Intimidating shout now causes all in range cower and fear. Menace causes all enemies other than your target to flee. Target cap removed. Oh shit. Shouting throw and wrecking throw reduced to 25 yards. What's 30? What? I don't understand that. Why? Avatar is gone. Circus Torment's gone. Blade Master's Torment's gone. Challenger's Might is gone. Immovable Object is gone. Piercing Challenge is gone. Seismic Reverb. Roar. Words. Titan's Torment. Unstoppable Force. Uproar. Warlords. Holy shit. Huh. Damn, this is crazy. Much of arms damage has come from aligning damage increase and high damage cooldowns together, and the loss of damage from not doing this correctly every time can be very high. Keeping focus on Colossus Smash's arms was important damage cooldown and adding some new talents to customize it for different fights. We also removed some arms modifiers, the next use of an ability such as martial prowess to make it less complex to determine the best rotational ability to use. Finally, we're improving sweeping strikes to keep arms solidly in place as a champion of 2 target cleave damage. Okay. This is sick. If slam does not trigger tactician, the critical strike chance of your next slam is increased by 100%. Huh? Rage spin on slam counts as double for tactician. Huh? New talent just warming up. D-Smash generates 15 rage. I mean, bruh. What? This looks so good. I don't give a about the avatar. Ever since Shadowlands Season 1, the issue with arms has been modifiers. So having less modifiers like helps, like less damage modifiers, you know? Where was I at? C-Smash grants 6 charges of sweeping strike. Wait, so when you C-Smash, you just get 6 charges of sweeping strikes? C-Smash causes your next 3 mortal strikes to be guaranteed to trigger tactician. What the Is Tactician still the same? Is Tactician still just Overpower? But Overpower doesn't buff your Mortal Strike anymore. Interesting. D-Smash reduces the cooldown cleave by 33% for 6 seconds. When Overpower has its cooldown reset by Tactician, your abilities deal 10% additional damage for 4 seconds. Wait, so if you Overpower and Mortal Strike, the guaranteed Mortal Strikes reset your Tactician, so then you do 10% more damage. That's kind of nice. I'd rather have 10% damage on everything than 10% on one. Like, then it's easier to balance, I feel like. New talent, Deep Wounds, huh? Execute inflicts deep wounds on the target, causing high damage over 6 seconds. Huh? New talent, Soften Them Up. Slam increases the damage of your next Mortal Strike by 10%, stacking up to 3 times. Huh? We're just gonna be ripping slams and fucking overpowers all expansion, huh? New talent, Mortal Wounds. You inflict deep wounds on targets that you critically strike with Mortal Strike or Cleave. Nah, bro, we're back. Imagine you crit 2 of these bitches and the bleed stacks. Nah, it's sick. New talent, Fatality. Mortal Strike has a high chance to apply a Fatal Mark to your target 2nd to 5 times. Your next executing target with Fatal Mark has a Fatal Mark to deal additional physical damage per stack. Mastery of Arms has been redesigned. While wielding a 2-handed weapon, you deal mastery. Oh my god, we don't have Deep Wounds Mastery anymore. Oh my god. Sumi Strike has been redesigned. Your next 12 damaging single target abilities within 30 seconds. Hit 1 additional target within 8 yards for 75% damage, 30-second cooldown. I really hope this prioritizes players instead of pets, because a big issue with Dragonflight and the War Within has been a lot of classes just have random ass pets. Like even mages have random ass pets, you know? Proof Sweeping Strikes has been redesigned. Sweeping Strikes affect 6 additional damaging okay. Blunt Instruments has been redesigned. C-Smash's damage bonus is increased by 20%, but its duration is reduced by 20%. Damn, so you hit way harder, but for shorter. Collateral damage has been redesigned with an ability using Sweeping Strikes. Damages the second target. Your next Cleaver Whirlwind deals 25% damage. Damn. Fueled by Violence now heals for bleed damage from Rend and Deep Wounds. Oh, we're eating good. Fervor Battle now requires 3 targets to trigger slam, and slam's damage increased by 50%. What the? Nah, let me queue into a demo lock. It's all over. You're dead. DK's dead. BM Hunter's gone. Tactician now has a 2% chance per rage spent to reset the cooldown of Overpower was 1%. Oh my god. See, what? C Smash is now AoE? Oh my fucking word. Trumpet Blade is now a 2-point talent. Each point increase grants 5% additional crit damage. Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Execute. Okay. Strength of Arms is now a 2-point talent. Each point grants 5% damage, crit chance, crit damage. What the f? Executioner's Precision now buffs the warrior's next mortal strike rather than applying a debuff to the target. Okay, I prefer that. Bloodletting now increases the duration of Rend and Deep Wounds bleeds by 33%, and Mortal Strike applies Rend if the target is below 30% and the warrior knows Rend or has Blood and Thunder. Okay. Critical Thinking now increases Execute critical strike chance by 5% and refunds 10% of rage spent on Execute per point. Bladestorm now extends the duration. What? Huh? Bladestorm now extends the duration of C Smash on targets the first time it deals damage to them. Ignore Pain's cooldown reduced to 6 seconds and absorb amount increased by 100%. Okay. Warbreaker has been removed and its effects added C Smash. Talent tree layout has been updated. Melee talents have changed positions. Following talents have been removed. Anger Management, in for the kill. Damn, I like in for the kill. Juggernaut, Martial Prowess. Rest in peace, Martial Prowess. You were a good soldier. Ravager, fuck you. Rend, Class Tree. Okay. Skull Splitter, fuck you. Stormwall. Don't know what that means. Testamite, fuck you. Warbreaker, not fuck you. So you pick between parry or ignore pain, but ignore pain is like way better. It's like a giga buff to ignore pain. Okay, so overpower. I think initiative will be better. Maybe Rend will be better into pets. Improved overpower. Yeah, it's probably good. Improved execute. Choose one. But you don't have to take one of these. Cleave and Whirlwind, Cleave and Whirlwind. I'm not taking either of those. Impale, you take that. Sharpen Blades, probably take that. Improved sweep or powerful momentum. I feel like you probably take, I don't know what you take. It depends. Bloodborne, okay. Tactician, okay. Exhilarating Blows, that's interesting. That's over here. If slam does not trigger Tactician, the crit chance of your next slam is increased by 100, or you get a guaranteed Tactician, basically. I guess it all depends on how hard Overpower hits and how hard Slam hits. Like, it all depends on the scaling. Just warming up, C Smash generates 15 rage, broad strokes. C Smash, yeah, okay. So the C Smash AoE or C Smash single target from rage. Okay. Press the advantage, C Smash causes your next 3 mortal strikes, or C Smash reduces the cooldown to cleave. I mean, this is just the initial rip. Personally, I'd rather see Ignore Pain have the choice node with Fueled by Violence. Maybe. I don't know that this is good. Like, I don't know. I feel like Ignore Pain should be elsewhere because you kind of want both. But if Ignore Pain's giga strong, then maybe you just don't play Double the Sword. Execute crit chance. Deep Wounds is sick. Bladestorm is sick. Bro, dude, bro, how have we not removed Merciless Bone Grinder yet? I don't think anyone's played this talent in 5 years. Oh my god. Bro, I thought this was Bloodbath for a second. I got horny. You inflict deep wounds on targets that you critically strike with Mortal Strike and Cleave, cause the target to suffer. Damn. I mean, bro, this looks crazy. Just the class tree looks tough. I mean, we gotta get rid of Spear though. Like, please, Blizzard. I'm so sick of it. Wait, so do you not have Rally anymore? What the? We have Rally and Last Stand? Huh? Okay. Oh, it's a 4-minute cooldown though. Be a little tanky. Yeah, it's a 4-minute cooldown, but still, getting Anger Management back is sick, bro. I need a talent calculator. I need to know what I can take and can't take. Wait, what the? Look at this. When you take damage from an enemy within melee range, you have a chance to strike that enemy for damage or sidearm. Your auto attacks. Okay, so I'd imagine you play sidearm as Fury and retail as arms. Damn, that is sick as. Old retail? It's not old retail. It's just a chance to do damage when you take damage. Damn, what the f? Still fuck Die by the Sword, but you still get Die by the Sword, but it's a choice node with Ignore Pain. But Ignore Pain is way buffed and 6-second cooldown. So, I don't know. Unhinged is gone though, huh? Team Apex talents will be available for testing in the future builds. We have no idea what these are. It's this sick and we don't even know what they are. Fury gets deep wounds. I mean, I'm bit bricked up. Unhinged was such a problem though, man. Like, how many issues there were with Unhinged ever since they put it into the game? Modifiers and extra bullshit. Low-key Unhinged. Scent of Blood. Rampage now increases the damage to your next Bloodthirst by 10%. Bloodthirst crit strikes increase the damage of Raging Blood by okay. New talent, Rage Drinker. Bloodthirst crit strikes restore twice as much health and enrage you for 2. What the? Rage Drinker, bro. Dude, that sounds sick. Executioner's Wrath. Execute generates 5 additional rage and increases the damage of rampage. What the? This shit sounds fluid as hell. Every button you press buffs another button. Now you just gotta remember what buff you got. High dot damage is lame. Hopefully it's low. High dot damage is how you balance warrior. If you don't have dot damage, you have retail warrior, where if you don't have 100% uptime, you're complete soggy, wet, useless dog shit. New talent, kill or be killed. When you would sustain fatal damage, you fly into an unstoppable rage, becoming unkillable and immune to movement impairing effects for 8 seconds as you seek revenge on your would-be killer. If you kill your killer in this time, you emerge triumphant from your rage with at least 20% of your maximum health intact. If you are not victorious, you die. This effect can only occur every 5 minutes. What the f- Holy shit. That's so cool. Powerful enrage modified. Enrage increases your mastery by 50% and leech by 3%. Okay. Through Whirlwind, oh, cool. Meat Cleaver has been redesigned. Whirlwind deals 100% additional damage. Interesting. Bloodborne has been redesigned. Targets critically struck by Bloodthirst take 20% additional damage from your bleed. That's sick. The Bloodborne change is sick. Deft experience has been redesigned. Bloodthirst chance to enrage you is increased by 20% if you are enraged. Bloodthirst extends your enrage by 0.5 seconds, 1 second. Okay. Frenzy has been redesigned. Rampage increases your haste by 2% for 12 seconds. Multiple stacks of this effect may overlap. Critical thinking. This is just Raging Blow, right? Chance. Rampage now replaces Slam. Oh. Improved Bloodthirst is now a 2-point talent, and each point increases Bloodthirst damage by 5% and crit damage by 5%. Or was Cruelty, Blood Craze now increases. Recklessness increases all rage generated by 50%, was 100. Odin's Fury now enrages you and generates 20 rage. Okay. Bladestorm now enrages you. What the f? That's sick. Damn. Rest in peace, Onslaught. Rest in piss. You won't be missed. I'll kind of miss it, actually. It's kind of cool. Right. Don't give a f. Whenever you read all these development changes, right, you have to understand that they're removing a lot of mobility and they're removing add-ons. Like, look at how long this page is, bro. I've only read Warrior. Like, there's 10 other classes and 30 other specs. There's a whole ass Demon Hunter new spec. I kind of hope Warrior gets like disarm baseline and shit. But specking into disarm just feels goofy. Like, I feel like that should just be in the class tree, you know? Put it right here. Put it as a choice down with conch blows. You can either have faster pummels, which you need versus casters, and you get a damage from interrupting casters, or you can have disarm. Like, then you have a choice of being better versus casters or better versus melee. I don't know. There you go, choice node. Like, protect the PvP talents, I guess, you know? I mean, I'm hype, and I haven't read anything else.